All right, greetings. This is Jared Grant again from the home office of www.buyandsell.scentsy.us. I am the husband of Christine Grant, who is an independent Scentsy consultant, and feel free to visit the website and get to know her more. But I want to make another video here to give you, as Scentsy consultants, some practical tips for growing your Scentsy business. Okay, tip number one, you need to get fired up if you're not already fired up. You need to always be fired up about your business. You need to see this as your baby, something that you are passionate about. That's probably why you joined. You like the products and you like the opportunity. People around you will sense it if you are indifferent about your business or if you aren't excited about it. And you know, I know I went to convention last year with my wife and I saw all the buzz, all the excitement. Frankly, I was convinced before we even went. She joined, and believe me, I'm a researcher. I looked up the business and the opportunity. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You do have to work at it, but it is a very viable opportunity to better your life. And your customers and your friends and people you encounter need to see that, need to see that you believe that. And if you don't believe it, fake it until you make it, because it does work. It is a viable opportunity. Okay, so let me give you some other practical tips on what you can actually do to work on it right now. First of all, I know you've heard it before, but you got to do parties, okay? And Chrissy and I have done a number of events. You know, we've done home and garden shows, we've done big outdoor Oktoberfest events, we've done small parking lot sales, vendor events, we've done street fairs, we've done assisted living facilities, we've done bridal events. Not all of those have been real successful. In fact, we have trimmed down a lot of them. We've said, hey, you know, those are just not worth our time. And I know a lot of consultants can't do events. One, you know, you can't do it if it's already taken. Two, they can be expensive. But I can tell you from our personal experiences, we don't do them to make money. When we do a home and garden show, those booths are not free. And by the end of our sales, we make an embarrassing amount of money if you would take into account the time and effort we put into it. I'm not going to tell you how little it is, but we don't make a lot of time at that event. What we make is contacts. We get parties. We get people that want to buy in the future, or we get recruits. All of the above. So, you know, if you can't afford to do events, if you can't find events, don't sweat that. You need parties anyways, because parties give birth to other parties, and parties don't cost you anything. Okay, so how do you get more parties? First of all, you know, Scentsy's given you a lot of advice. You've heard a lot of advice about getting a list of 100 people. I'm not gonna go over all of that stuff again, but some other things you might not have thought about. Go create your own event. Okay, because when you get in front of people, then you can book parties. Go to a school, go to a call center where they have a lot of employees. Make a phone call, find out who do I need to talk to get permission to say, hey, can I come in there and give you this opportunity to serve your employees by selling them something that they can give as Christmas presents or whatever. You know, just an opportunity for your employees to do something on their break or their lunch hour where I can, you know, set up my shop and sell to your employees. If they're not interested, offer to give them 10-15% of your sales. Oh, I know you only get, you know, 20 or 25% based on where you're at, but believe me, the home and garden show, when you have to pay for the big booth fee, and you know you might make a few thousand in sales, it's about the same. You're giving them a big chunk of your sales anyways. So if you can get a free event, but then you donate, you know, 10-12% to their fund for something, if it's a school or a hospital or whatever, you know, you got to try. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay, something very important. Anytime you do an event, you need to get the contact information. You need to get one of those little boxes Scentsy gives out or sells at the family store where you do a drawing. Get the slips for the drawing. You must do the drawing. It's a $25 gift card or whatever. They're going to spend it on your website. So you got to do the drawing, and you got to get them to fill it out and give you their contact information. And frankly, Christy and I, when we do an event, we ask almost every single customer if they want to have a party and if they want to consider joining. So you've got to ask people. You've got to plant that seed in their head. They may not do it today, but maybe they'll think about it. But ask every single one of them. Give them the opportunity. Also, you need to have reasonable expectations. Like I said, when we do an event, we put a lot of work into it, and we don't get a huge amount of money for our time, but we get the parties, we get the contacts. And like I said, when we first started, we were doing all kinds of events. We've trimmed it back. We do about 4 events a year now. I mean, we'll get other things that come up, and I'll give you a couple examples. I already mentioned some. I'll tell you, frankly, I wouldn't do assisted living facilities again. We did it. It didn't cost us anything except a few hours, our Saturday. But for me, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth giving up a Saturday or half a Saturday to go make, $12 or whatever. So, I don't want to stereotype or say anything negative about certain people groups, but the people there, they weren't interested in buying anything, at least nothing we were selling. So I wouldn't do that again. Another thing that was pretty cool, our neighborhood association did an Easter egg hunt last year. It was a few hours on a Saturday. It's where we live, so it's people that are in our neighborhood, and we didn't sell a ton, but it cost us $15 to do it. That was their vendor fee, and it was just a few hours. So that I would do again. But like I said earlier, create your own events, but your ultimate goal should be to get parties, to get the contacts, to get the parties, because parties cost nothing, and they add to your contact list, and they give birth to other parties. All right, so thanks for watching. Please, if you're not a Scentsy consultant, you're thinking about it, check out our website, www.buyandsell.scentsy.us. Contact Christy. And if you are a consultant already, wish you the best of luck, and thanks for watching. Check out our other videos.